Hello, my name is Anthony Franzino. This is my semester research project for Intro to Software Engineering. The topic I chose to research was project and risk management, which I believe was module three. Um, so the central problem is that many software projects fail due to poor management and inadequate risk assessment. And a chaos report done by the Standish Group concluded that over half of all software engineering projects face challenges. Only about 29% are successful and 19% fail, which is a pretty concerning number of projects that are not fully successful. Um, so I looked at a few literature examples. One of them was risk factors in software development projects, and I found that the top three risk factors are requirement changes, unrealistic schedules, and inadequate team skills, which is interesting because, and like I said on here, um, organizations typically focus on risk management regarding technical risks more so than people risks, which um, your first instinct is always to think about all the technical risks, but it's just as important, if not more important, to work coherently and communicate efficiently throughout the project, which is what these findings tend to agree on. The next literature example was what is DevOps? Um, and it is reported that DevOps reported 63% fewer deployment failures and also 24 times faster recovery from failures. And then the next one was systematic review of project success and failure. This one concluded that the top three success factors were effective stakeholder communication, clear requirements, and leadership support, which once again isn't even really, um, majority isn't really technical. It's just more having clear requirements and planning and leadership. So, um, the most effective way to assess risks in modern projects is this matrix format where you rank the risks in terms of how likely they are to happen and by how um, big of a problem it would be if they were to happen. Um, and that kind of helps you set certain risks as priority to look out for. It's also important that you integrate these risk management plans throughout the project, not just at one time during the project, like afterwards. It's important to maintain it throughout the entire process of development. Um, and for the evaluation section, um, like I just said, risk management is most effective when treated as a continuous process rather than just one time. And here are the four steps of risk management, which are identify the risks, assess the risks, respond to them. So as they come up, respond to the risks so that they don't persist throughout. And then you monitor and report any possible problems that come up from these risks. And this is a cycle that you continuously do throughout. Successful software project management requires a balanced approach. So this means that they need to be structured enough to ensure that all members are held accountable and that all risks are assessed. But they also have to be flexible so that everyone can adapt to changes and so that the risks there's not more risks arising as the project is changed in certain aspects, bring up new risks. You need to continue to do this cycle of identifying and assessing risks and monitoring them and responding to them.